welcome back. It's Christine again with the Artist Pod, and today we'll be sketching a clownfish. As always, I'm using a Wacom Intuos Pro tablet, and I'm drawing straight into Photoshop. So, let's get arting. Alright, so to start the drawing, I'm starting with a, if I come up here, I can look at image size, right? 15 by 18, resolution 300. That's usually what I start at. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this button right down here. That just starts a new layer, right? If I hover, you can see how it says create a new layer. I'm going to press it, starts a new layer. I'm going to come up here to edit and fill, and I'm going to fill it with black. And then I'm going to start a new layer. I'm going to come over here and change this to purple. I know I've explained this before, but for anyone who doesn't know, the reason I do that is it's a little easier to distinguish purple from one of the fur colors or the color of the animal I'm drawing, and I won't get myself confused. And then we're going to go ahead and sketch out this clownfish. Alright, so, because it'll be a little bit more of a cartoon, I'm going to draw a couple eyes here. So they're circles, so just draw a couple circles basically, and then just above the circle, although you could do it in the circle, I usually do it above, draw just another little bit. That'll be the eyelid. You want that kind of on top and on one side, and then same thing on this side. Don't have to be so far apart. We do want the eyes to be roughly the same height, as opposed to what I just did, which is not at all. Draw better than me. Alright. And not flat. Okay, alright, that's fine. So roughly the same size, although it's not the end of the world if they're not, because it's a little bit more cartoony, it's a little bit more freedom as to what we do. And once again, I'm going to come up and draw, not too big, the eyelid above it. Then we're going to draw the shape of the clownfish. Now, I'm going to shift this over just a little bit more so it's centered. A clownfish, he's going to have a bigger face on the bottom, and it's going to go to a little bit more of an angle on the top, right? So we're going to have this coming down like this, right, and sort of flattening out underneath, and then angling up to come to almost a point at the top. Once again, I'm going to pull it down. Right, and then up top we're going to have a little fin coming up. And then we're going to have a couple of fins coming off. I'm going to readjust just a little bit because one side sticks out a little bit more than the other and it's noticeable. Right, and we're going to give it a little bit of a smile. I guess we could do that. I was going to come all the way over, but I kind of like the little half smile there. And then we'll have a couple of fins, which are just, you can have just kind of down here near the bottom, making sure I've given myself enough room, because it doesn't really matter. The shape can be a little bit more free-form. The basic idea of the shape, though, right, it's kind of, you're coming up, you're doing like a swoop and coming back in, is that basic idea. And so it's just kind of this, allowing it to come up and down a few times, a few squiggles, and then bringing it back. If you want the mouth to have kind of a grin, you could do that, right? I could put a little grin on it. I don't know that I'm going to do that, though. Kind of like its little half smile. Now, clownfish, they're going to have that white stripe, so that'll be the white stripe for the trans flag, right? So we'll have that white stripe coming across. Doesn't have to be straight or even or anything, although I feel like I probably do want it somewhat straight or even on either side, right? So have it coming back up and then back down. And then I'm just giving some details to the eyes since it's a little bit more of a cartoon, and I'm going to give it some eyebrows as well. Okay, now, and then the last thing I'm going to do on the sketch is sketch out the irises. Just making sure that's lining up. Yeah. And that'll be the nice, easy sort of thing to do there. And there we go. Alright, so that's how you sketch a clownfish. I hope that's helpful. In the floating nether next to me, I have other videos of art tutorials I've done, and I will see you all soon. Thank you so much. Take care.